I'm going to read the very first part of this interview with Ron Paul at the Huffington Post, which is yet again another Ron Paul wimp out. I'm calling it wimp out, but you can decide. And he's asked about the war in Iraq. At the very first part of the the first part of the interview. And here's his response. We went to war based on lies, bad intelligence, and interests of special interest groups were pushing our foreign policy. Also, Iraq had nothing to do with our national defense. And he goes on, and he goes on a riff, on a Ron Paul riff. But it doesn't get any more specific. It gets lofty and vague after that. And so there are some kind of big, humongous omissions in that paragraph. And I've called the Ron Paul office to ask about those humongous omissions. And that's part two. That's coming right after this. Okay. No, I'm on a bad line. Shoot. Yeah, I'm calling about an interview that's at the Huffington Post.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn you on. I can't hear. Hold on. And it's an interview with Ron Paul, and he talks about the Iraq War. You hear me?
I can hear you, sort of.
Okay, let me turn it up a little bit more. Hold on. Well, okay. And he says that the country was the war was a lie, or we were lied to, or something like that. At the very beginning of the interview. And you know what really kind of bothered me was Ron Paul didn't say who lied specifically. See here, if I were the reporter sitting right next to the man, Ron Paul, I would say, who lied? And you know who I'd first start with was, did George Bush lie? But Ron Paul's not going to say that, is he? He didn't want to go that far.
Sure.
Yes?
I can give him that suggestion.
No, it's too... Well, don't bother. No. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm making a video. And I'm going to say, Ron Paul, in his first... the first paragraph, or one of the first questions, he says very passively and very vaguely, extraordinarily vaguely, that we were lied to by somebody. Somebody lied to us. Yeah. And so, 6 years of war, yeah, because somebody, and you know, I can't even tell you who that somebody is, not in this interview and not in any other interview. So I'm going to put in here, Ron Paul wimps out again. He doesn't say that George Bush lied to us, and he doesn't say that Dick Cheney lied to us, and he doesn't say that John Rumsfeld lied to us, and he doesn't say anything about whether they should have been impeached or not. Which, of course, all of us wanted long ago. We wanted impeachment, and Ron Paul didn't want impeachment. So, let me see. There was one other question, and you know what? I cannot remember it at this point. But that's okay. I've made my one point. Yeah, when he talks about the war, yeah, I don't know. Why wouldn't he say that George Bush lied?